Restricted Robot Square by Ethan Lee. How did I create this program? I first created a robot model and the control program coordinating with it. With that, I made a Dropbox program that heavily relied on where the robot was. Lastly was the keyboard controller which decoded user input. To test all of this, I moved my DD robot within the square to see if the controls work and if the Dropbox function works. Robot model and control. The robot was created through an SDF file and had joints linked to it. The robot's position could be found by posing with the service getModelState. This position was used for Boolean value of when to drop a box. The Dropbox program consisted of a box made from a URDF file. The box was a 1 by 1 by 1 meter cube that was blue. The program would check if the position was near the perimeter, along with checking if there was no neighboring blocks blocking its path of drop. If both of those Boolean values were true, a box would be spawned through a shell script. The keyboard controller took in user input for direction. This was deciphered into joint efforts for each wheel. In the controller program, I published the efforts into each joint using the service applyJointEffort. To test my program, I moved around the near perimeter of the square to see if all the boxes dropped, although I couldn't in the video because that would be too long. I'd randomly spawn in a robot near the perimeter. I would move the robot in and out of that near area to see if the box stopped spawning. I increased speed to see how much the robot could handle, and lastly I double checked the positive and negative axes as they were causing issues.